It was a quiet, celebratory morning when Smokey Robinson turned 85, yet the energy surrounding him felt electric. "You don't even look close to it," someone said, and he laughed, a soft, melodic chuckle that seemed to carry the weight of decades. "I feel 50, he replied, clearing his throat with a twinkle in his eye. It was a fitting reflection of a life that had spanned nearly 9 decades, a life filled with music, creativity, and moments of triumph that most people could only dream of. Smokey Robinson had traveled the world, played for thousands of screaming fans, and earned a place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice, a testament to his enduring influence. Over 6 decades, his voice and lyrics had defined the very language of love, making him Motown's soft-spoken poet. Yet behind the familiar image of charm and grace lay a story full of depth, resilience, and the challenges of navigating a world that often demanded more than it gave. The boy from Detroit. Long before the bright lights, the awards, and the worldwide tours, Smokey Robinson was simply William Robinson Jr., a quiet boy growing up in the north end of Detroit. His world was modest, but full of rhythm, laughter, and community. Family and neighbors formed an intricate support network, and childhood was colored by the steady hum of a city in motion. His mother, Flossie, worked tirelessly to provide stability, instilling in him a sense of grounding and resilience. His older sister, Geraldine, often became a second parent, guiding and protecting him in ways that left lasting impressions. His father was present only intermittently, drifting in and out of their lives, often working odd jobs to keep the family afloat. He was not cruel, only inconsistent, trying to provide in a time and place where stable work for Black men was scarce. The formation of the Miracle School, while never his primary path to success, became a place where Smokey honed his identity and built a network of friends who would become his earliest collaborators. He formed a group called the 5 Chimes, which later evolved into the Matadors and eventually became the Miracles, the group that would define his early career. They rehearsed in basements and small living rooms, sharing borrowed microphones and little more than ambition. Every song was a labor of love, a testament to hope, persistence, and the belief that their voices could one day reach beyond Detroit. In 1957, everything changed when Smokey met Berry Gordy. Berry was older, ambitious, and deeply knowledgeable about the mechanics of the music business, whereas Smokey brought raw, unshaped talent. When Berry looked through Smokey's notebooks, crowded with nearly 100 unfinished songs, he saw potential ready to be channeled into the Motown sound. Shop Around, the breakthrough. By 1960, the Miracles released Shop Around, which became Motown's first million-selling hit. For Smokey, it was confirmation that the quiet boy from Detroit had something extraordinary to offer. Success arrived quickly, but it was built on the lessons of his youth, his mother's steadiness, the gaps left by his father's absence, and the understanding that songwriting could express what words alone could not. By the mid-60s, Smokey had grown beyond the role of performer. He became a writer, producer, and eventually a vice president at Motown, shaping the label's identity and helping define the sound that would influence generations. Even at the height of his accomplishments, the pressures of leadership, the burden of public image, and the emotional vulnerabilities he had carried since childhood, hinting at the complexities that would follow him through life. So were the architect of Motown. As Motown flourished, Smokey became a central architect of its success. His songwriting, gentle yet grounded in real human emotion, was unlike anything else in the industry. He crafted hits not only for the Miracles, but also for legends such as The Temptations, Mary Wells, and Marvin Gaye. In the studio, he was precise, patient, and unyielding in his dedication to perfection. His influence went beyond music. He became a stabilizing presence, guiding artists, mentoring younger talents, and helping Berry Gordy shape a label that would forever alter the American cultural landscape. Yet, even amidst this triumph, the life of constant tours, tight recording schedules, and growing expectations began to take its toll. Smokey was admired, but that admiration came with responsibility. He was expected to lead, nurture talent, and maintain personal discipline, a combination that required a strength few could sustain for long periods. Marriage and early strains. In 1959, Smokey married Claudette Rogers, a fellow member of the Miracles and one of the earliest women to play a significant role in Motown's rise. Their love began in the hopeful simplicity of youth, strengthened by long hours rehearsing, shared ambitions, and the comforting knowledge that they were building something extraordinary together. Publicly, they became one of Motown's beloved couples, admired for their unity and poise. Privately, however, the pressures of fame and touring created challenges. Claudette navigated the demands of performing while enduring personal hardships, including pregnancies and the physical toll of the road. Smokey, balancing his growing fame and responsibilities, struggled to maintain the normalcy of home life. Though their love remained steady, the relentless pace of Motown, coupled with the pressures of public expectation, slowly introduced strains that would influence the course of their relationship. Behind the scenes at Motown, Motown was a complex environment. Beyond the polished image and chart-topping songs were long hours, creative disagreements, and quiet rivalries. Smokey's closeness with Berry Gordy provided support, but it also tethered him to responsibilities that sometimes outweighed his personal ambitions. By his early 30s, he became vice president, a role that brought prestige but also immense pressure. He balanced administration, mentoring, songwriting, and performing, all while striving to protect his personal life. By the early 1970s, the excitement of success was tempered by exhaustion and the realization that the demands of fame often left little room for self-care. Smokey began imagining a future beyond the Miracles, a step that surprised fans but reflected the quiet yearning for balance he had felt for years, the storm behind the spotlight. By the mid-1970s, the life Smokey had built began to feel strained under the weight of unspoken tensions. He remained admired and productive, yet the discipline that had previously anchored him was fraying. Fame had widened emotional fault lines that were previously hidden, and Smokey found himself confronting both personal and professional complexities. His friendship with Diana Ross, which had begun years earlier, evolved into a deep emotional connection. Their relationship, though never public, introduced new layers of complexity. They shared history, ambition, and the pressures of Motown, creating closeness that blurred into intimacy. This relationship, like many aspects of his life, was nuanced and human, marked by affection, respect, and the challenges of balancing personal desires with existing commitments. A changing Motown. As Motown expanded and relocated to Los Angeles, the environment that had nurtured Smokey's creativity became more competitive and less familiar. When younger artists arrived, expectations shifted, and the collaborative atmosphere of Detroit gave way to a commercialized, fast-paced industry. Smokey, who thrived on stability and consistency, faced the challenge of adapting while preserving his creative integrity. His marriage to Claudette, once a steady partnership, experienced quiet strains with long separations and the pressures of life on the road introducing distance. While they never spoke ill of one another publicly, the gradual withdrawal from touring and shared responsibilities revealed the inevitable evolution of their relationship. Professional tensions at Motown, including creative disagreements and evolving leadership, mirrored the changes at home, creating a sense that the world he once knew was subtly but irrevocably shifting. A life well lived. As Smokey Robinson reflects on 85 years of life, it is clear that his journey has been remarkable. From the streets of Detroit to the stages of the world, from Motown's early days to decades of artistic achievement, his story is one of endurance, creativity, and emotional honesty. Every note he sang, every lyric he penned, carries the echoes of a life that has seen joy, struggle, love, and transformation. Smokey remains an emblem of music's power to heal, inspire, and connect, showing that even amidst complexity, the human spirit can shine. His life is a reminder that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, every triumph a chance to give back, and that a true legacy is measured not only by fame, but by the hearts touched along the way. Conclusion: Smokey Robinson's life, spanning more than 8 decades, is a testament to the power of resilience, creativity, and love. His music, his artistry, and his influence remain unmatched. Yet the depth of his story lies not only in public achievements, but in the private perseverance, reflection, and personal growth that defined him. From a boy in Detroit to a Motown legend, his journey is a masterclass in embracing life's complexities with grace and dedication. As he continues to reflect, create, and inspire, the world remembers Smokey Robinson not just for the songs, but for the enduring humanity that shaped them. A life lived fully with love, passion, and quiet strength